Jordan, I'm contacting you just to make sure of some things. Your reservation for tomorrow is for 7 p.m., correct? And you are still planning to have 60 people come to eat and drink here? Huh? Confirming with me something like that at this time of day is sort of making me not want to go there anymore. I'm sorry if 3:14 in the afternoon isn't a good time for you, but that's why I'm texting instead of calling. But as for your reservation, I just need to double check on the time and amount of people. I want to make sure you don't have any last-minute changes or anything like that before we start preparing everything. If you still plan to have all 60 people show up, then I have to make sure there's enough food here to make 60 meals, as well as enough alcohol to allow everyone a few drinks. That's just a part of what my restaurant does. Oh yeah? You're talking like you run a proper restaurant or something over there. I was thinking that the place you're running, May, was on its last leg based off the way it looks from the outside. All of that siding hanging off and some of the windows looking like they're cracked. That all tells me that you're in need of some money badly to afford those repairs. I'm the one being kind enough throwing the class reunion at a shack like that. I'm sure it would make you a lot of money having us all there tomorrow, right? So if you have the time to confirm the reservation with me, then maybe you should be using that time to be thanking me instead. I am very thankful that you've chosen to have the class reunion at my restaurant, but you plan to have 60 people come here? If there were ever something to happen that caused you to cancel this plan tomorrow, then it would be a huge blow to me. That's why I'm confirming this now before I start the final preparations. I'm telling you, there are no problems with the reservation, rude jerk. And tomorrow, I'm going to be the host of the party, so don't you dare slack off. I'm already having to throw this event at your rundown joint, so don't do anything else to embarrass me. I'm sure that to many, this building my restaurant is in is pretty old looking, but a lot of my valued customers love coming to my restaurant for this older style of aesthetic that my restaurant perfectly displays. I wouldn't say the siding is coming off in spots either, and those aren't cracks in the windows you're seeing. Probably just reflections from the outside that makes it look like the windows are cracked. So far, the business has been thriving here. And I'm sure the only reason you're still making any money there is because you serve the poor, and since this town is full of them, you can stay in business. Stop thinking you're making yourself look good by saying that. If you're going to continue making such rude comments like that, then why are you having the reunion here? Wouldn't you rather go somewhere else instead of my restaurant if it's that big of an eyesore and is already making you feel embarrassed? You happen to be one of those old classmates of mine, so I thought it'd be nice to support your wretched little business. There isn't any deep meaning to it besides that. I see. Then I'll be waiting for you and everyone else tomorrow. Just remember to get here a little early since you're the host to make sure everything is set up to your liking. Jordan, answer your phone, please. What do you want? Right now, I'm in the middle of the class reunion and don't really have time to waste talking with someone like you. Huh? What do you mean you're in the middle of it? You made a reservation to have that event at my restaurant today. Yet you're at the class reunion right now? Where are you having it at? What is going on here? I'm having the high school class reunion right now at that beautiful restaurant right near the bus station. The food here is delicious and the atmosphere is so luxurious. No wonder so many people chose to have their wedding here. Compared to your shack, the difference is like day and night. I totally forgot to invite you to this, but I never cared to invite you to begin with. So you're telling me you changed locations for the reunion? When I called you yesterday to make sure there wouldn't be any changes, you said everything was fine. How could you do this to me? May, you are so unaware of anything that it's hilarious. There's no way I'm going to some dirty place like that you call a restaurant. You thought I'd actually throw the class reunion in a shack like that? Come on. You're an idiot, May. I'm canceling the reservation for 60 people right now, please and thank you. I'm sure that's going to ruin your restaurant for good. But hey, somebody had to put that eyesore out of its misery, and that somebody appears to be me. Are you saying right now is the time to be saying that? Right now, your parents are right in front of me on their hands and knees apologizing to me. Huh? If you're going to try lying to me, please make it just a little bit more realistic. I'm sure you don't know anything about this, Jordan, but your parents have been regular customers of mine for a long time. And they just came here a second ago to eat. But I had to tell them that the restaurant was all reserved for the class reunion, yet nobody has shown up yet. Your parents thought that something about that was strange themselves because they both came here to wait for you. They said they wanted to see you and say hi, as well as have a meal here if it was still okay with you and me. Stop joking with me, please. My dad happens to be a member of Congress, all right? Yet you're telling me he frequents your dirty little shack? You can joke about that all you want, but nobody is going to laugh about it. Especially not me, who happens to care a lot about my family. I would never joke about something like this. Your dad happens to have his office in town, right? So he comes here more than any other restaurant because it's close to his office and he doesn't have to worry about people really recognizing him. He's told me not to make a big deal out of anything you've done tonight, or it might spread around and start to affect the next election. So you should really think about what I'm saying here. Stop screwing around already! Now you're trying to make fun of my dad and my family with all those lies and jokes. I'm going to take you to court and sue you for trying to defame my family. And then we'll all get to see just how tough you are with all those lies. I understand you not wanting to believe any of this, but I am being serious right now. Please, Jordan, don't do anything else stupid here.
Sorry for texting you this late at night. May, I noticed that you weren't at the class reunion tonight. Were you there and I just never got around to talking with you, or did something else come up?
Dean? Well, about all that. I was never told anything about the class reunion being at that restaurant. Actually, I'm sure none of you have any clue what Jordan was up to today and had done to me.
What? Did you and Jordan get into something?
Well, actually, Jordan had made reservations at my restaurant to have the class reunion here. But by the time people should have been coming for the event, there was still not a single person showing up. So when I texted her about it, she told me she was canceling last minute on me.
She canceled last minute? That reservation was for 60 people, right? How badly did that end up affecting your business in the end?
Pretty badly. At least, that's what I think. I haven't gone through and done all the math yet on the wasted food and space, but...
I'm sure it's pretty bad. And that's the reason why you never ended up coming to the class reunion then, huh? I was wondering the whole time why I was never able to find you anywhere. But something like that had just happened to you, so of course you were never around. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Thank you for worrying about me, Dean. You happen to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure there will be plenty of things I want to talk about regarding the legal side of all this, so would you please be there to help guide me along?
Leave it to me. As for myself, there are some things that I don't like too much about that Jordan anyway. But before getting to all that gossip, are you aware that she's married right now?
That's what I assumed. I heard from someone that her husband was a lawyer, right?
I see. Thank you for letting me know that. Once I have some things for you, I'll get back in touch. As for that gossip, I think I'll have to wait a little bit.
Hey, May, because of you, my dad is really upset with me. Well, that's not on me. I told you all about how much your parents frequent my restaurant, yet you've continued to make fun of the place and myself. Well, of course I'd continue to make fun of you. It's not like I was going to believe what they were saying to me. I don't care how much they think your place's cooking is delicious. It's old and run down and deserves to close. Don't you start thinking you're some tough witch just because my parents went to you to apologize for everything I did. If the elections weren't coming up here, then all of this would have never been a problem for me. Would you stop acting like a freaking child already? What are you trying to do by making that much fun of my restaurant and acting like I have no right to defend it? You know what I'm doing. None of this is even about the restaurant itself, but about you being my toy. And since you're my toy, I can do whatever I want with you. Whenever I want to. You've always been like this, Jordan. Back in high school, you would bully me all to get a good laugh in. The more I felt sad and was in trouble, the more you would smile and laugh at me. I have never been able to forget that devilish smile of yours. You're saying that a gorgeous woman like me has a devilish smile? Do you understand what you're doing? That right there is you being jealous of me. Because of what's happened this time, I think you've chosen to start making things up. I never even made any reservations at your shack before. I was just thinking that I wanted to make a reservation was all, and had talked to you about it. What are you talking about? I spoke with you over both the phone and through text about that reservation you made. Are you not aware of anything? It's not that easy to use text as a form of evidence when you're blaming me for something. All I have to do is delete whatever I send and there will be nothing for you to use. Which, of course, I'm going to be doing right now. Even these messages we're sending now. And besides, did you really think I was ever wanting to use a dirty place like that for the class reunion? Stop trying to think of me as such an idiot, all right? So you're going this far, all to make me feel even worse. All right then. Then I'm not going to hold back any longer. You say you've been holding back? Tell me then, May, what do you think you're going to be able to do about this? You're only going to be able to make fun of me like that for a little bit longer, Jordan. All right. Try your best to take me down then. It's been a few days now, May. So far you haven't done anything to me yet. After trying so hard, making it seem as though you could actually put up a fight, this is what you had to offer me? This pretty much means that no matter how hard you try to resist, you will always be my little toy. But hey, then it at least makes more sense why you run such a dirty little restaurant. I'm still getting things ready, so I can't attack you quite yet. I promise that in time, you'll get what's coming for you. I'm sure whatever you're preparing for isn't going to bother me one bit. And if you run crying to your parents right now, you might be able to avoid my counterattack later on. Not even my dad will be able to do anything about you once you've crawled back into your parents' house. No matter how much you want to rely on him being a member of the U.S. Congress, there is only so much he'd be able to do about you and I. Honestly, I don't think he'll be able to touch me when the time comes. And by the way, this has nothing to do with him anyway, so I'm sure he won't mind what I have to give to you. Unlike you, he will probably agree with what you have coming. Then tell me who's going to help you. Right now I'm talking with someone who knows about law, in order to hand in paperwork stating that you went and harmed my business. Huh? What are you talking about, harming your business? I haven't done a single thing to your business, though. You canceled that reservation you had at my restaurant for a bad reason. For that, I will be able to say that my business fell victim to your rash and thoughtless actions. Were you not aware of that? I'm sure you're just bluffing right now. I've already gone and erased all the evidence you could have used, so there's no way you can sue me in court now. I'm sure you feel safe for canceling those messages you sent me. But I've already gone and screenshotted all of those messages, so there's really no hiding from me now. You screenshotted those? Why the hell would you do something like that? Because ever since high school, you have been my bully and never once let up on making me feel horrible. You should understand that I had to have a backup plan in case things went south with you. I've made sure to record the phone call we had as well, so that your voice can be heard telling me that you wanted that reservation at my restaurant. I think this will all be making for some great evidence. I want you to wait patiently for all the papers on my end to be filled out and for you to receive that court notice in the mail. You? Don't be such an idiot. I was just messing around with you like an old friend of yours is all. And you're trying to take me to court over it? You're screwed if you do that. I'm going to tell everyone on the internet about this. If that's what you want to do, then go right ahead. But that only means it's fair for me to put all of this evidence I have of you online as well, right? I'd do it to protect myself. Then all of those people you're trying to get help from online will be able to judge you with all the facts in hand. They might even end up judging your dad based on your actions as well then. Then all this will become about more than just you hurting my business on purpose, right? You can't be serious. May, of all people, you can't. I'll tell my dad right now to tell the police to not even bother with your case and to throw it all away. Do you really think your dad has that kind of power? He doesn't, and that's why he was at my feet begging me not to say anything about what you'd done. Crap. Then I'm going to ask my husband, who's a lawyer, to help. You've been verbally harassing me all this time. I can sue you for that, you know. I happen to have a really powerful lawyer with me as well, so go ahead and try me. Huh? Do you even have the money for a good enough lawyer? Wait, is it Dean? I heard something about that yesterday, how he became a lawyer himself. You and him have been close to one another for forever, so I'm sure he's your lawyer. I am not going to forgive you for talking about me behind my back. I am going to crush your restaurant. Dean, I know that you and May are talking to one another right now, but it's not going to work. No matter what you try and do to me, it's all going to be for nothing. My husband happens to be a lawyer as well, and when it comes to court cases, my husband has won every one of them, and will win against you too.
You and I never really had the chance to speak to one another at the call reunion, did we? But from what I can tell, you haven't changed one bit since high school. You still haven't learned that this world does not revolve around you, and that one day acting like that will bite you in the butt hard.
She was making fun of me, and now you? Whatever, it's already been decided. I'm going to sue both you and May now. I've already gone and screenshotted the message you just sent me making fun of me, so don't even try deleting any of the messages because you're too late.
What are you trying to do? Are you copying mine now or something?
Shut up! I don't fear anything you and that witch plan to do to me because none of it's going to matter. Ah, I see. This is about how you were never able to help save May in the past, so now you're trying to make up for that now? After seeing how often I was screwing with May, you went and tattled to the teacher, right?
Screwing with her? You really think that you'd been the only one screwing with her? Everybody knew that what you were doing to her was way too much more than just screwing with her.
You think so? But besides you, nobody else stepped in to try and save her, right?
That's because back then you would always threaten people with telling your dad on them, and that's why nobody dared to fight you. He's been in Congress for a long time now, and none of us at school had a clue what he could do. And that's why you ended up doing that to the teacher, right? You threatened to tell your dad about her, and that's why she never ended up putting you in detention or anything. Also, once you found out that I had told on you, you started to bully me as well. Do you know how many times you had taken my things from me and thrown them in the trash? My binders, my textbooks, my pencils? After seeing how much myself and May were bullied by you after all this time, all of our friends left us to avoid you. Because of you, both May's and my high school life was living hell. How much longer are you going to keep on acting like a freaking bully?
You think I'm going to ever stop picking on you guys? My dad happens to be in a very powerful position, and I'm a gorgeous woman. My husband also happens to be a lawyer. I have every right to stand above you all and do whatever I want to you. I can do anything and get away with it. When I have time to waste, I'd prefer spending it making your guys' lives a whole lot worse. And you have no right to complain about any of it because you're all nobodies.
I see. I guess that's it for me, too.
Why is that? Because I'm too strong for both you and May to defeat?
Does your husband know anything about the true kind of human filth you are?
I have done a good job at hiding it from him.
Well, what about you cheating on him at the moment?
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm cheating on him? No, I'm not. I have a husband who is both handsome and makes me lots of money. Why would I ever want to cheat on him? Just because I'm beating both you and May right now doesn't mean you can start making false claims like that. This is just another bluff from you both because you don't even have any evidence of it.
I wonder about that. On that day of the class reunion, I saw you and Chris took off together for a bit, and then I saw the two of you heading into a hotel together. I made sure to take pictures of that.
Did you freaking follow us? I can't believe this. But now that you know about me, what's going to happen? That all has nothing to do with you.
Of course, it has nothing to do with me, but it has a lot to do with your husband. When I last ran into him at the courthouse, I made sure to let him know.
What? You're kidding. You know my husband well enough to talk to him about something like this?
We work for different law firms, but we do see one another quite a lot at the courthouse. I made sure to also show him the pictures, of course. I'm excited to hear all about the fun things he'll have to tell you when he gets home from work.
I'll be fine. It was just for one night. My husband will forgive me for something like that.
For one night only? I'm not sure that's the case with you, especially when you're meeting with Chris on the daily. It's only been a few days now since the class reunion, and you and him have been really hitting it off.
Why do you know about all of this stuff?
I went and talked about it with your husband. Him and I talked for a little bit about this, and I made sure to do a little asking around. Since we both happen to be lawyers, we both knew what to do in situations like this, and that's why we were able to learn about everything so quickly. There's no avoiding a divorce now, Jordan. Make sure you're prepared to pay him a settlement as well.
You're a monster.
I believe it's you who's the monster.
Why is this happening to me? Because of you, my life is going to be hell now. My husband is asking me for a divorce now, and he even wants me to pay him a settlement. And my mom and dad aren't going to help me pay any of it. Everything has been going so well for me. It's all because of you and Dean that everything is falling apart. You canceled your reservation to hurt my business and then cheated on your husband. All of that was things you did that we had no control over. So would you stop trying to make me responsible for your mistakes? I'm not your mom. Are you just trying to blame us because you don't want to have to realize how horrible of a person you are? Or maybe you've just become so stupid that you can't tell that what you're doing is wrong anymore. What the hell? You think you can just start talking to me like that because you're in a better place than I am? You picking on me is just the same as the ways I've been messing with you. Making fun of my family and acting like you are better than me? You and I are both the same. I think it's only fair for me to take you down with me for this. So this is just like high school to you? It is. You've been that same little witch this whole time and deserve to be bullied for it. Are you kidding me? You have no idea how hard my life has been because of you already. Ever since you started to pick on me and then bully me in high school, my life has been a nonstop hell that I can never escape. I ended up losing all my friends as they tried to avoid you, and no teachers would ever be willing to help me. Locking me into my locker some days and other days stealing my things so that I had nothing to use in class. And when it came to you straight up punching me, that happened at least 2 times. My family was never that fortunate at the time, and we didn't have the money to move away because of you. My only option was to keep going to that high school because there were no other schools in town. Back then, I would have given my life to be as far away as possible from you. Yet now that we're adults who have very different lives, you still come to harass me. Just stop it already. Shut the hell up. You're my toy to play with, so don't you dare talk back to me like that. And from what it looks like to me now, you're talking to me like you have everything. I mean, you gave your all to get that rundown shack of a restaurant, so you must be at your peak, even though it's so low. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but that restaurant isn't the only one I own. Huh? My restaurants are known for using only the most fresh and local foods. And since that has become so popular lately, I happen to have 3 restaurants now. My restaurants have become really popular with women as well, so I'm thinking I'll open a cafe next. I'm sure you never expected to hear any of this from me, right? You've been trying to kick a bird that can just fly away from you. So listen, Jordan, you might have thought I was dirt poor or whatever, but I happen to have a lot more money on me. No way. You're lying. Mate, you have more than just that shack? And as for that place you call a shack, that happens to be my flagship restaurant where this all started for me. I have a lot of money now due to my other restaurants, so I was planning to upgrade the place into a more developed restaurant soon. So it's no longer going to be that old shack you keep calling it. With that, this means there's nothing else you can bully me about. Do you understand that? No way. I've been left by my husband now, my parents are about to throw me away as well, and now I'm being told that you're actually living a really good and happy life? Where did I go wrong? Was this all because I canceled the reservation at your restaurant? So you don't think those 4 years of bullying myself and Dean in high school was the problem for you? It's not that I'm asking you to apologize to me for all that, and it's not like that would help you get any forgiveness from me. But to say it bluntly, you're never going to fix that toxic attitude of yours, are you? No matter how hard you try to get rid of it and change as a person, everyone is going to see the real you and know your past, which will then lead to them leaving you and you'll be alone forever. Even if I try forever to fix my ways? No way. Please, at the very least, don't take me to court. Then I think my dad will be willing to forgive me. I am not going to back down. Wouldn't you rather continue to bully the owner of a dirty restaurant like myself? What? I'm sorry for making fun of your restaurant like that, May.
That paperwork we handed into the court went through, and the court case will be held soon.
Thank you so much for all you've done, Dean. You have really done everything you could to take care of me.
Oh, don't worry about it. This happens to also be what I do for a living, but isn't this great? I was never able to help you back in high school, and that's what made me really hate Jordan.
This time was the first time I had ever heard about you trying to do something like that for me then. Thank you so much.
No worries, okay? The reason I became a lawyer was to make sure that I could help those that are in need.
After what's happened here, I finally feel a sense of release from the past I was carrying around with me. Like, I can finally catch a breath of fresh air and move freely.
I feel the same way. I'm finally able to do something I was never able to do back then. I'm so happy that I finally was able to help you, May.
Next time, I'd like you to come eat at one of my restaurants. I'll treat you to whatever you'd like on the menu. In the end, Jordan was made to pay a large settlement to my business for harming it intentionally, as well as her husband in her divorce. And once that had all been settled, her parents left her for good, disowning her from their family. Once Jordan had been kicked out of her house with the divorce, she was expected to go out and get a job for herself. But having been a housewife all her life, she didn't seem to have the attitude of wanting to work at all. I'm sure even now she's just wandering around without a job yet. I've heard from others that in order to keep herself going, she's been seen borrowing lots of money from loan sharks, which is only going to dig her into a deeper hole than she's already been in. But I'm sure she doesn't really have any other choice, considering everyone she once called her family has left her, and those she thought were her friends ran off too when they found out what she did. On the other hand, when it comes to myself, I've been doing really well with my business, and I'm on my way to planning out that new cafe here soon. I'm really busy with all of that now, but it's fun to be busy with something you love doing. And considering I got a very large settlement from Jordan in the court case, I will be using that money for this new cafe, and might even name it after her because of that. I've been hanging out with Dean a lot more again, and next week we're planning to have dinner together. I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for the both of us.
Hey there, Amy. Are you there? I just wanted to make sure that you knew we're all waiting for you to move out. I mean, now that John is dead, there's really no reason for us all to even be associating with each other now, don't you think?
Well, I understand how you feel since your brother passed away. But are you really asking me to move out? I mean, the funeral just ended, and you're already doing this to me?
Well, if I didn't do it now, then when should I have done it? Should I have waited for tomorrow? Or does next week fit your schedule better?
Okay, I get it. I'll start packing up my things and getting ready to leave. But do you really not think that what you're doing is just a bit cruel? I mean, after all that John and I have done for the family.
Oh, what? You're saying you expected more gratitude from us? Is that it? You didn't do anything except a little bit of farming, that's all.
You know that farming isn't easy, right? If you want to have a high-quality, large harvest, you need to know a lot of stuff.
Oh, please. I remember in 3rd grade when we all grew plants as part of biology class. And it's not that hard. Even a child knows all you need to know to grow crops are sun, water, and soil.
I really don't even know how to begin to explain how wrong that is.
Either way, you're the one trying to leverage some easy job like farming into some huge favor that you were doing for my family. But it's not going to work. You were only a part of this family because you were married to my brother. Besides, it's not like my husband and I never helped you out in the fields either.
I know that, and I really am grateful for all the help you did give us. It was huge.
Well, great. I'm glad you understand just how much I contributed to that. You really did have it lucky, though, never having to go to work and just farming all day. Although, I know my mom liked what you were able to grow, and that she was grateful to have you around. But to me, you've never been anything other than a huge nuisance. So I'm glad John is dead, because it finally means that I have a way to get rid of you.
Fiona, you didn't really just send that message, did you? You're not actually happy that your brother is dead, right?
Of course I am. You and him were doing nothing but dragging the rest of us down. Besides, John and I never even got along all that well anyway.
Fiona, you can't say these kinds of things. We literally just had the funeral. Don't you have any respect for the dead?
And just what are you getting so upset about? It's not like you can say that you knew my brother better than I did. I certainly knew him for longer. I'm not talking bad about the dead, but I can see the silver lining for all of this in that I finally get rid of you. Hey there, Amy. I just want to let you know that you don't have to bother coming over today.
Wait, what? But I was going to come over to collect John's things. After all, I'm sure he left me some things in his will.
Oh, yes. Well, the thing is that we were just going to take all that for ourselves, actually. But if there's anything we don't want, then you can have it.
You mean that you're not even going to respect your own brother's will? There are so many things of his that have so many precious memories for me.
Yeah, except now you're nobody to this family. So quit acting like you have a claim in anything. We're going to divide up all his stuff amongst the family first. Got it?
I really don't think that that's what John would have wanted you to do.
And just how is he even going to find out when he's dead and buried, huh? I know that you've enjoyed leeching off of my family this long, but it stops now. I know you thought that you were going to get away with this forever, but I'm not about to let that happen to my family.
You really think that I've just been trying to leech off of your family? I have never done anything like that.
Oh, please, don't try and hide it. It's so obvious to me. Although now we have to figure out what to do about the fields. I heard from Mom that you actually made quite a bit of money selling what you grew. Is that true?
Of course. Did you not know that I was growing the crops to take to the market?
I see. So you were really just growing vegetables and then selling them? Well, you have some nerve keeping that a secret from me. Do you know that?
I wasn't trying to keep anything a secret at all. What are you talking about? What did you think happened to all the produce that I harvested? You didn't actually think we ate all of that, did you?
I don't know. I thought you were just killing time. I thought we were going to have to shut down the whole thing at some point. Even if you were making money off of it, I thought that you were only making a little money on the side and helping John with his work.
So I take it that you really just don't know how farming works at all then, is that right?
You don't know what you're talking about. And if you think that I'm going to let you have my brother's farm now, that I know you're making money off of it, you're dead wrong.
So then, you're really going to kick me out and try to take over the farm? Is that what you're saying?
It'll be easy. Pour some water, drag a rake, pick the veggies.
I really do hope that you realize there's a lot more that goes into it than just that.
I already told you that I learned all I needed to learn about farming in elementary school. Just water, sun, and soil. It's all a plant needs. Honestly, I think it would be more difficult to fail at something like this.
Right, well, I guess you really don't know what you're talking about at all. Well, you'll find out soon enough.
And by the way, where do you have to take all the food once you've harvested it? I guess you can just take them to any store and ask the manager to buy from you, yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You fill up your truck with potatoes and go sell directly to the grocery store.
You mean it really is that easy? And they'll just buy it all from you right there?
Fiona, why don't you just sell the farm and maybe use the money to try getting into some other business you know more about?
No way. That would take so much time and work. Why would I do that when I have the farm here?
Well, it sounds like you don't even know the first thing about where to even take the crop once you have it. Besides, a lot of the business is about who you know, and people enjoyed working with John and I.
Okay, I get it. You're worried that I'll poach some of your clients. Is that it?
It's really not that at all. I'm just trying to tell you it's not as simple as you think.
Maybe for someone like you. But if this game is really just about who you know, then I'll have this in the bag. I've always been jealous of you staying at home all day, just playing in the dirt without a care in the world.
If you think that's what farming is, then you really are in for a big surprise.
Amy, are you there? I just want you to know that it wasn't what you think. I promise you, it's not.
What wasn't what I think? I have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest, Eric.
I mean, we just walked beside each other, didn't we? You even made eye contact with me. I know that you saw me.
I only know that I saw a man who looked very much like you walking arm in arm with a woman who wasn't Fiona.
I know, and I'm telling you that I know what you're thinking, but it's not that. There's just a lot going on, but you have to believe me.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot going on, juggling two women at once. One your wife and the other, whoever she was.
Please, Amy, I'm telling you that is not the kind of connection here. Just, please, whatever you do not tell Fiona about what you saw today, okay?
So even after you and Fiona refused to give me what John left me in his will and kick me out of the house, you're still going to ask me to keep your secret for you? I hardly see how that's fair to me at all.
Oh, come on. You're talking as if we stole something from you. Besides, I had nothing to do with that. That was all Fiona. I didn't see any need for her to kick you out of the house or anything like that at all, personally.
Oh, really? Well, you sure did a good job of sticking up for me and trying to convince Fiona otherwise.
Well, come on. You know me. I'm conflict averse. I didn't want to get in between the two of you. Besides, it's Fiona's family's house, so I didn't think I had a right to say anything. But I just want you to know that I really am on your side in this. So please, can you do me a solid and not mention what you saw today to my wife?
Really? You really think that you're on my side, Eric?
Of course I'm on your side. I don't want to be a farmer, but Fiona is all whipped about the money we could make doing it now. I liked it much more when you and John were here to manage the fields. I never wanted to take them from you at all. Besides, I've tried my hand at growing things, and it just doesn't work at all. I've got no green thumb, that's for sure.
Great. Well, I'm so happy to hear that I have an ally in this. In that case, I have a little favor to ask you.
A favor? What could you possibly want with me?
Ugh! What the heck is going on here? No matter what I try, the crops just won't grow. Maybe all the seeds I bought are just duds.
I told you, Fiona, farming is not as easy as you think. I tried to warn you.
But I watched some videos online about it, and I still can't get anything to grow. I know that I'm not doing anything wrong, so it must be the stupid fields.
I'm glad that you did a little more research into the topic, but I don't think that's the same as experience. I'm sorry, but without someone there to give you hands-on teaching, I don't think you're going to be able to do this.
Okay, fine then. How about you come back here and make the stuff grow for me then? I mean, I know it's almost harvest time, and if I don't have things to sell, then I'll look really dumb.
You want me to come back and grow crops for you after you threw me out of the house? You said that we weren't family anymore since your brother had died. You told me you never wanted to see me again.
Ugh, you are really such a pain in the butt. Do you know that? Yes. Okay, fine. I said all that stuff, but I take it back. Now can you please get back here?
I'm sorry, Fiona, but that is not going to happen. You did this to yourself, so you fix it.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to be like this? Please, I'm just asking for a little help here. Is that really so bad? I mean, don't you care about these fields too? Because you know that at this rate, they're just going to get ruined with me working on them.
Oh, I understand that. I understood that the moment you said you were going to try and take over the work from me.
Man, you really know how to just irk me, do you know that? And you're still being a jerk even after I did my best to apologize.
I don't think you ever really apologized, and I never asked you to invite me back after kicking me out anyways.
You think I don't know what you're just acting tough for me right now? You're just mad because I kicked you out of there, aren't you? You're just a jealous, penniless loser who is trying to take out your frustrations on me where you can't.
I'm not penniless, and I've already found a new house and job since you threw me out.
Wait, what? You mean to tell me that you've already found a new place to live, and you managed to find a job too? That can't be right.
Well, I reached out to one of the farms that John and I used to work with, and the owner agreed to lease me some land. So I'm just doing what I've always been doing, but on a different plot now. But I've already got old contracts reaching out asking about when my harvest will be ready.
But that's not fair. I've got a bunch of calls saying that they'll no longer be buying from our farm.
Well, they probably don't like the fact that you're still using your brother's name in the branding. I've talked a lot to our clientele and they felt like it was dishonest, so that's why they canceled their contract. Lucky for me though, I think that's where all the sudden interest in my farm is coming from. I already have several orders that I'm going to aim to fulfill, so I'd say things are going pretty well for me.
This can't be happening. You're not supposed to be winning. You can't be doing better than me.
Well, I told you that you might need to go out and make your own connections if you wanted to work in the industry, right?
Yes, I know that, and I've been trying to do just that, but a lot is going on, and I haven't had time to focus on that. But you should know that I made a deal with a restaurant, and they've agreed to buy from me.
Oh, I see. Did you make that deal yourself? Or did you just tell them about things that happened while John and I ran the farm?
And so what if I learned on the rich history of the farm, huh? At the end of this, I'm still going to have vegetables and a crop to show for myself. You're not the only one with a sense for business, I'll have you know.
Well, okay then. If that's what you think, good luck with everything.
Actually, since we're both such big successes now, I was just wondering if you wouldn't want to team up with me. Think of how much labor we could save if we were working together. What do you think?
I really appreciate the offer, Fiona, but I think I prefer doing things my own way, thank you. Besides, I have enough contracts that I can handle on my own and don't really need the help.
You little brat. You're always ruining everything. You'll regret this.
And so that's really all of it? There's nothing else?
That's right. That should be basically everything that John left behind for you. It should all be in those boxes I gave you.
You and Fiona didn't sell any of his belongings, did you?
No, we didn't sell anything with Fiona's parents watching us so closely. Of course, after some more time had passed, we did have plans to sell things secretly.
I see. Well, still, thank you for giving me all of this. And about the other favor that I asked of you?
Oh, right. Yeah, I can send you those files right now over email if you'd like.
Oh, wow. This is even better than I thought they were going to be. Thanks for this. It's a big help.
Of course. It wasn't that hard since I am her husband and all. But I just hope that's enough for you to get about the, incident that we witnessed the other day.
I don't get it, though. Why do all of this that I've asked if you don't want a divorce?
It's just that my parents are really old-fashioned, and I know that my dad wouldn't let me work at his company if he found out about the cheating.
Oh, right. Your dad is the CEO of some company, isn't he?
Yeah, but even the taking over of John's fields were all done with the investment money from my dad.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually. That's good to know.
Not only that, but the contract with the restaurant that Fiona is so proud of was also from one of my dad's places. So, I just can't let any news get out that would put that help I am getting from my dad at risk. And that means hiding it from Fiona, too.
So basically, you're saying that if your dad were to find out about your affair, that he would stop supporting you guys and your business ventures and would essentially come to an end?
Not just the business. I'm pretty sure that my dad would kill me if he found out that I cheated. And Fiona would leave me, too. I'd lose everything. And I'd have to give up the farmland to my dad, too.
What do you mean? Why would you end up losing the land as well?
Well, my dad wouldn't just want money back if we couldn't give him a return on the investment. I just know that he'd make me give up the land if I didn't have the cash to pay him back.
But you were the one who convinced him to invest in the farm in the first place, right? I can't see how that isn't fair since you took out a loan on the farm.
I know that. Thank you very much. I thought things would have gone differently. But that was stupid of me.
I see. Well, good luck with all that. I sure hope things go smoothly with your dad. And by the way, that day I saw you on the street with that other woman, I noticed that you were wearing one of John's watches.
Oh, wait, what? You're kidding me. You mean that watch was his? I thought it might have been. I wasn't all that sure, really.
So I just wanted to let you know that I'm never going to forgive you for the lie you've told me here.
Hold on a second. I wasn't lying to you. It was a genuine mistake.
What is the matter with you? Are you enjoying this or something? Do you enjoy making us suffer like this? Is that it? I just got that contract with the restaurant, and now I just got a phone call from them telling me that they're canceling it. What did you do? I know that you must have said something to sabotage this.
You think I said something to get your contract canceled? What on earth could you be talking about?
I mean, I know that you're spreading rumors that my crops aren't high quality. You're trying to undercut my business, aren't you?
Well, is that a lie? Because as far as I understand it, I've told nothing but the truth in saying that.
And what are you talking about? Of course that isn't true. I'm working really hard to learn all about farming, and my crops are good. But now that you've done this, you should know that I'm going to sue you for defamation and drag you through the dirt.
All right, but I should let you know that claiming credit for what the farm's previous owners did and flooding the market with cheap, chemically enlarged produce that you're calling all natural is corporate fraud.
What are you talking about? You don't have proof of any of that at all.
Oh, I have more than enough, in fact.
But I don't get it. Where did you get all of this?
Oh, if you really want to know where I got all this proof from, you might want to go and talk to Eric. He provided me with all of this, and now you can't deny the truth.
Wait a second. Eric made all of this for you? But I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't reveal any more about my source than that. But you can go ask him yourself if you're curious.
That little rat! You've all betrayed me. I can't trust anyone. How could you do it, Eric? How could you betray me like that? What's the matter with you?
I don't know what you want me to say. There was no way that scam was going to work. And if it came out after we took the crops to market, we'd be in even more trouble.
Oh, give me a break. This was going to go perfectly until you ruined it.
I'm sorry, but we're running this farm with my dad's money, and I can't put him on the line like that. Surely you can understand that. right? We have so much more to gain working cleanly.
I don't want to work clean. I want to make money, and it's not like your dad is here observing us. How could you be so stupid?
You know what? That's it. I want a divorce. I can't do this anymore.
You mean you're really going to try and leave me over something like this? Wait a second. What's this? I just got a message from an unknown number. They're sending me pictures.
An unknown number? Pictures? Pictures of what?
I don't get it. What is this? It's you walking side by side with another woman? And she's holding your arm? Were you having an affair behind my back, Eric?
No, it's not what it looks like at all.
You jerk! You wanted to try to escape before I found out. Well, now I'm going to sue you for cheating on me. And I'm going to tell your dad all about what you've done, too. You were so close to getting away with it, too.
Wait, no. Please don't tell my dad about this.
You think I'm going to show you any mercy after you betrayed me twice?
I was only trying to stop the scam before we both got in trouble for it.
Well, now we're both going down, and I'm going to make sure of it. Hey, Amy, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I realize how awful I've been, and I'm sorry.
Hold on a second. Is that an apology from Fiona?
I know. I'm shocked that I'm doing this too, but I really do realize how awful I was being to you. And I realize how dangerous it was for me to lie about the food I was going to sell. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to give you back the fields that used to belong to John.
Okay, but what's the catch?
I only ask that you please don't tell anyone about my plan to sell those vegetables as all natural. I really am trying to turn over a new leaf here, and I promise to work hard from here on out.
I take it that the rumors are already starting to really take root now, aren't they?
I know. And that's why I need to try and make this all right now.
I'm really sorry, but I just don't think I can do that.
Please, Amy. I really am begging you here. I'll give you back the fields and all of John's belongings, too.
I don't need them anymore. Thank you, though.
Are you sure about that? I really wouldn't mind letting them go if it meant we were at an understanding. Didn't you say you had a lot of precious memories associated with them?
I don't need you to remind me of that. I know what John and I shared better than anyone.
Then please, just don't do this to me. I want to make things right.
Those fields already aren't John and mine's anymore. We worked hard on them, but they have a lot of memories, but they're not ours anymore.
That doesn't make any sense. It's the same land that you and my brother used to work. So just please take it back so we can call everything even.
You just don't get it, do you? It is the same land, but it's not the only land. And what matters more is the crop. It's always about the harvest.
I don't understand. I'm offering you a free field here. Do you really not care at all what happens to it?
It's not about the land. It's about the love that you put into it. And I already have somewhere else now.
Well then fine. But what about his things? Don't you want his things back?
I actually have already gotten all of the things back from Eric's, if you must know.
You mean he already returned everything to you? So then, you're really not going to help me at all?
Well, that's what I've been trying to say. I'm not going to compromise on my morals to keep you out of trouble. You got yourself into this mess, you get yourself out.
But we're family, aren't we? We're supposed to help each other in times of need.
Family? What are you talking about? We're not family at all. Not since your brother died. Don't you remember saying that to me? After that, complaints began to flood in from businesses that Fiona had managed to sell her produce to. Then those complaints turned into lawsuits, and before long, Fiona was facing a huge amount of legal fees the court charged her with. Though she did manage to sue Eric for his affair and get some money from the settlement, she was still swimming in debt after the divorce. Eric's dad, learning the truth, refused to give them any help and told them to deal with their problems on their own. Both Eric and Fiona tried calling on me for help, but I had already blocked them on everything. As for me, I've just been concentrating on my crops. Every day I'm working reminds me of John, and that's how I know that I'm putting my love into the field.
Hey, is your mom still alive, Dorothy? If she's alive, I have something small I'd like to ask her about.
Huh? What is this?
How can you be that indecent at a time like this? You think that I'm just going to say she's alive right now and is ready for what you have to ask? Come on, and just tell me now. Is she still alive right now or not? Because depending on the answer you give me there, will let me know what I need to do next here. She's alive. But tonight has been the hardest for her so far, and I'm not sure just how much longer she's going to be with us. Right now, her whole family is wishing and praying for her to be okay. If anything, you should come and be here too if you're going to start annoying me like this.
Ah, so she's still alive then. Good. She wasn't answering her phone at all, so I just assumed she'd passed away already.
And the reason she's not answering her phone right now is because she's not doing well at all. What the heck are you even doing right now, Madison?
All right then. Then can I call you instead of her and have you pass her the phone? Or just put the phone on speaker and have her listen to what I have to ask?
That's not happening, all right? She is barely with us as it is, and you want to talk on the phone with you about something completely unrelated? You need to stop it with that careless attitude of yours right now, you jerk.
Huh? The way you're talking about me is a little bit mean there, Dorothy. Is that because you're becoming an old crooked woman yourself now?
Listen here, I do not have the time right now to be playing whatever games you're wanting us to play. Right now, my mom is very close to passing away, and I want to only focus on her. Just let me have my last moments with her in peace.
All right. I'm sorry for trying to get a hold of her through you or anything. I guess you're the one who's more important than me of all people today. Now, can you just let me know if either of you know where the car keys are? I just need them really quick so that I can take the car.
What?
Right now, I really need the car in order to go out and take care of something. I mean, your mom was taken to the hospital by ambulance, right? So that must mean she left the car keys to her car somewhere here in her house. I can see her purse here, but there's no car keys in it.
So you're going to try stealing the car of my own mother, who is currently on the brink of death in this hospital bed?
I never once said that I was stealing it, did I? I'm just going to borrow it for a little while is all. And you can trust me on that because I decided to actually contact you about this. If I were going to steal it, I would have never said anything to you and would have just taken it. Martin never answered his phone when I tried calling him to see where the keys are. So then I had to give your mom a call. But she ended up not picking up the phone, so now I'm on to you.
Just stop that. You're going to make my head explode with how much nonsense you're talking about right now.
Ah, perfect. Why not just let your head explode then? Then I'll be allowed even more money from your mom when she dies, right? That would be really lucky for me, actually. I could really use it all right now.
Madison, how far are you going to take making fun of the current situation where my own mother is dying? Do you not feel like garbage making jokes and saying things like that? Because right now you're really making yourself look like garbage to me.
I've been wanting to ask you that same thing. Does it not make you feel like trash always talking down to your sister-in-law like that? I'm not sure why you always do it. Perhaps you think of yourself as some elite human being or some BS, but I'm not having it. Seriously.
Wait, I have not been trying to talk down to you. But here's the thing, with the way you're always acting, it would be more rude of me not to talk down to you from time to time.
Wow, that was a horrible thing to say. I'm sure that's the reason why no man ever wants to step foot near you, correct?
All I've been saying here has been the very truth about you. Why would you even bring up something like me finding a man right now? That has nothing to do with what's going on here.
Dang, so now you're going to start saying that you speak only the truth? Uncool. Look, in this world, you have to be respectful of one another in a clean and fair way. Do you understand that, old lady?
Whatever. I have nothing else to say to you, Madison. You just leave things be.
Uh-oh, somebody's gotten a little mad now.
Hey, Dorothy? How about you give yourself a little time to get some fresh air? It's been over 3 days now, and you haven't been able to get yourself any sleep, right?
I can't be seen taking a break now, Martin. Today is the day of the funeral after all, so I have to help get that ready.
You can just leave the rest of the preparations to me, though. I'm totally capable of handling all of this by myself because of the work I've done before. Well, it is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but please, just for a couple of hours, would you go take a nap for me?
I think in your position, you should just let me handle all of this while you go and handle Madison and her crap.
But I'm not able to get anything from her right now. I'm sure she just ran off to go and play somewhere again. I think for yourself, you should just forget about someone like her for now.
I can't stop thinking about her, though. I'm fine if she never ends up showing to the funeral today. But if she comes to the viewing tonight and starts to cause trouble there, then everyone that's come to see your mom will be upset. The child doesn't have any hint of common sense, and her manners are non-existent.
My family and I are concerned about her as well. What are we gonna do with her? The moment she turned 20, she left the house for good and moved away to California. Yet, at a time like this, she just shows back up. There's no way she came all the way back here for anybody else but herself.
Has she always been so selfish and self-centered?
She has always been the kind of girl to make fun of others and feel as though she's the best. She had always been a good-looking person, so I'm thinking because of her good looks, she got caught up in being so popular.
I see. Well, for right now, I'm going to tell this funeral home's owner to let all the employees know not to let her into this funeral when it starts. I do not want her getting in the way of my mother's funeral today.
Alright, sounds good. But I'm sure she won't show up on a day like today.
That would be wonderful if that turns out to be the case. But her not trying to come in and see us here with my mother one last time is also a little screwed up. As long as she just came in all black clothing and didn't say a word, I guess she'd be alright being allowed to come in.
I'm sorry about her. She's caused you so much stress.
Why have you and the rest of the family still not kicked her out for good? And why aren't you bothering to do that now?
Well, so far it doesn't seem like anybody else in that house is worried about what she's been doing. They're just happy to see her back home. So, they're not thinking of all the problems she's caused for everyone.
I see. Well, she had been gone for 5 whole years without ever saying a word to anyone. So I'm sure that some of the family is glad to see her back.
But this can't go on forever. My family is just full of a bunch of idiots, and she's going to take advantage of them all next. I was really hoping that by hearing she was back in town, she'd come all the way back due to the serious situation with your mom. But instead, that's not at all the case, and she's just here once again for herself. I get that she's cute and all that. The family really likes to see her around again. That's how things with her always were in the past. But it's just like things were 5 years ago before she left, where I was being ignored by everyone in favor of her.
Your family has always cared more about her than yourself?
She happens to be the little girl that's been known all throughout the town, and that's made my family very proud of her. And when compared to some plain dude like me, she is like a rising star. And that's why nobody bothers to think about me or even bat an eye when I say something.
I see. Things must have been really tough for you back in the day then.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about that right now with everything that's happened.
I was the one asking, so don't worry about it. You're not at all the problem here. Now let's both you and I start getting back to work on these preparations.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing? What? Why are you asking me what I think I'm doing right now? What are you wearing right now? How much are you going to mess around like that and at this funeral today before you leave me alone? What? Was there some kind of a dress code for this event? I suppose it's the case here since everyone else is wearing really formal black clothing today. Should I have worn black myself then? Are you kidding me? Everyone is in funeral attire right now, Madison. What? Funeral attire? So everyone is cosplaying like they're at a funeral right now then? You all have some really messed up hobbies. I suppose it's something I could expect from your family though. What the heck are you trying to do right now? You don't have to keep asking me that over and over again. I just came here to party like the rest of you is all. Party? Today you're all having a cosplay party, right? You all got this really fancy looking place to throw the party, which must mean you're all very serious about your hobbies, right? I am tired of you making jokes like this. You cut that out right now, Madison. This is not some party right now. This is my mom's funeral, gosh dang it. What? Is that so? Sorry. So today's the day of your mom's funeral then? I thought we were all going to be celebrating today, and that's why I showed up in this hot red dress. I'm going to make you pay for this. I look forward to it. Now, since I'm already here, I'm going to have a little fun myself. This is supposed to be the one day I could spend my last moments with my mom. I am not going to forgive you for what you've done.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that.
I cannot believe this, Martin. Why the heck is she allowed to do something like that?
I think my parents aren't very aware of what's been going on here. And, once again, Madison has ran off and nobody can find her. All of her things at the house are gone now. I'm not really sure how she managed to grab all of her things and run off that quickly, though.
I'm sure she took my mom's car and left with it. From what I've heard, it's not at her house anymore.
What? You're kidding, right? That girl can't drive, though, so I'm not sure how she took it. I'm so sorry, Dorothy.
I don't want you to apologize for her. You had nothing to do with this, and you yourself have had to deal with her crap for a long time. I was planning on getting my revenge soon, but that's not going to be happening now that she's run off again.
Revenge? What were you thinking of doing to her?
I didn't have anything in mind quite yet. But I can't just let someone like that keep getting away with all this BS. I'm going to make sure that someday she pays for every single bit of crap she's done to those around her.
Ah, I see.
Hey, Dorothy? You're coming to my wedding that's tomorrow, right? Yes, I sure do plan on coming. That was very kind of you to send me an invitation like that to your wedding of all things. Well, it's been a few years now, and I'd really love to see your smiling face again. And if you're not happy already, I wanted to show you just how happy I am right now as a way of hopefully letting you feel good inside. So this is about you showing me how happy you are then? That's something I never cared to hear about from you, yet I knew it was coming. After all, you still have never changed from having such a horrible character. Oh, come on now. Don't say things like that about me. You happen to hear about how I had my debut in the world of entertainment, right? And because of that, there are going to be all sorts of famous celebrities and models coming to the wedding to see me. And what does that have to do with anything?
I'm sure you're going to be so happy to see all these famous people, right? After all, you're just some nobody who lives in the middle of nowhere. Also, since I happen to be a celebrity myself now, there will be a lot of really hot men there for you to talk to. I just thought that an old woman like yourself, this would be a really good chance to maybe have a little fun.
I really want to know what led you to become such a sly little witch like that when you haven't even made it to your 40s yet. Well, don't worry about me tomorrow, because I'm so excited to be coming to your wedding of all things.
Wow, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well. Don't forget to bring a handkerchief with you that you can cry into, okay? Hey, what is going on here? What the hell are you trying to do?
What? Why are you asking me what I'm trying to do? What are you talking about?
We just came here in order to celebrate your biggest day is all. No! I want to know why you're here at my wedding in funeral attire.
Well, I had no other choice, Madison. This was the only dress I had in my closet.
I could understand you wearing a suit or something on a day like today. But you choose to come here wearing an all-black dress and coat? That is so screwed up of you. And it's not just you either, but the whole family that came looking like that.
And this is how we're all going to enjoy your wedding today.
So thank you again for inviting us. I see what's going on here. So this is your way of getting your revenge on me for what happened 3 years ago? You seem to have never forgotten about when I showed up to that funeral in my hot red dress, have you? But look here, you doing something like that to me now is only going to backfire on all of you and leave you all being embarrassed. Okay?
That's all right. We still have a lot to show you today.
Still? Hey, what is going on with you guys? Look at what's going on here. Is literally every single member of your family going to show up here today in funeral attire or something?
And that's the plan. My whole entire family has not forgotten about what you did at my mother's funeral 3 years ago. Also, when it comes to how you've always been making fun of my family nonstop, we have not let any of that go. Huh? What part of your family have I been making fun of? My freaking mom, you idiot. My mom was a real charm to this family, and everyone and anyone she talked to always loved her. When everyone saw that you would just continue to berate her with your horrible comments and crap, we all knew we had to do something about you. But come on. That was all happening 3 years ago. You should be able to forget about that and be happy around me again. What kind of adults do you all think you are if you can't forget a few little things from the past? Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be the one in charge of giving the speech for you today, so I hope you're looking forward to that. Huh? What are you talking about? I never asked for you to be the one giving the speech today. Well, it so happens that I'm going to be the one in charge of giving the speech now, whether you asked for it or not. And from what I'm aware, this is coming from your husband's side. Huh? Husband's side? What do you mean? Why would Chris... Are you guys friends or something? No, not friends. But the person that your husband had asked to be in charge of giving the speech today, one of his friends, so happened to become sick. So I was asked to give the speech in his place, so that's what I'll be doing. Why the hell would they ask some complete stranger to give the speech after his friend became sick? You? Have you gone and bribed someone into letting you give the speech today? Now, I have a little bit of practicing to do before giving the speech, so I'll talk to you later. I'm so very nervous about getting in front of all those people you have here. What do you plan on saying to everyone? Hey! Are you completely brain dead or something? It's all because of you that my wedding is now a total disaster. That speech was completely uncalled for and terrible. Why was it so uncalled for? All I was doing was speaking the truth about you in front of all of your guests today. Huh? None of that crap was true about me. You just started to blab about all the crap you wish was true about me. All the crap I wish was true. Nice one. But really, I wish that none of what I had to tell everyone today about you was true. Did you forget about how you came to my mom's funeral that day in a red dress, talking a whole bunch of crap about her and the family before leaving and stealing her car? Come on now, I was planning on giving you guys that car back. And I happen to be a part of the family, so it's totally fine for me to be able to take her car and use it, right? Then explain this part of the story to me. Was it okay for you to go and sell her car before running off and using that money to pay off all that debt you were in? Well, that was... Back then I was going through a lot of stuff. I understand that some people thought that what I was doing might have looked bad, but at that time I didn't have any other choice. I happened to have a dream of becoming a famous actor, and I had to do things that most wouldn't do to get there. Then would you be able to explain what you just said to me to everyone else? You happen to be in need of money really badly, so came back to your family after 5 years of being on the run? And the only reason you stole a car and sold it was because you didn't have time to talk with anybody about having them hand money over to you? You shut the hell up! So is that it for your revenge then? I'm sure you expected more to happen, didn't you? I sure did, but I guess all you could get was a few gasps from everyone here about me. There's still so much more to come, Madison. There's still the main event coming. Now, I'm going to set up this projector I've borrowed and start playing the video I want all of you guys to see. So please sit back and have a watch. What? No way. I was recorded? You sure were. We were able to capture everything you done on the day of my mom's funeral. From the part where you snuck into the house and tore through all of her things looking for those keys, to the parts where you walked out to the car and drove off with it. Once I bring this video to the police, I'm not sure you're going to be in any position to become an actor anymore. Huh? Then why have you been saving all this for 3 years? Why did you never do anything about me before? You had all the evidence, so why didn't you just take care of me back then and get all of this over with? Well, this happens to be video recordings that my mom took of you using the security cameras in her house. What? Back when she was still alive and well, she knew something was off about you whenever you'd come to her house, and so she set up those cameras. But after 5 years, she totally forgot about the cameras because you ran off for good. However, I never forgot. And when I realized she had captured you on them, I was going to talk to her about it, but she was in no state to be worried about you. And not too long after, she passed away. So for the longest time now, I was the only one that knew anything about the video. I didn't have the passwords at the time to get into the camera's recorded files, though. So I had to wait for her lawyer to give us the right to all her things in that house. But by that point, there were other things on my mind.
But I happen to be a part of the family, so it shouldn't bother anyone that I was able to go into her house and borrow the keys. Also, you never captured any video of me stealing anything. You actually think the police are going to take me in over a dud video like that?
That wasn't the only recording I had of you.
What? Huh?
That was just the opening act to what all else will follow. There is still another 32 minutes of recorded video to watch, so sit back and have a look.
There's more? 32 minutes more?
Within these videos, we have evidence of you being in a larger theft ring. So please watch as you're stealing all kinds of other things from my mom's house with them. And all of those people you worked with were able to sell her things off that you stole. And you got a cut of that money, right? And it appears that your husband, Chris, is the leader of that ring, is he not?
Oh.
Everything about you guys is known about now, so don't try to talk your way out of it this time. Everyone here already suspects a lot about you now, and soon they will see your husband taking part in the crimes as well. Don't you feel you should get on stage now and start explaining yourself before they see the rest of the video?
Ugh. I'm flipping screwed! What the hell? This was supposed to be the point in my life where I got to forget about all of that and start my dream of working in acting.
But look, you did such a great job acting in this short film you're seen working in. I'm sure you've learned your lesson now.
Shit! I won't forgive you for any of this. Next is going to be my turn to screw you up. Hey, Dorothy. This is Madison, if you didn't know. Well, I've been thinking. I want to come and apologize to you now.
What? What the heck has happened to the Madison I knew?
After giving it a lot of thought, I feel that I was in the wrong here. Look, I said a lot of terrible things about you and your mom, right? And because of how much I lived only caring about myself, I've caused a lot of you so much trouble, right?
So, how are you going to go about apologizing to me? And what will you do after that?
I want to give that car I took from your mom back to you. I understand that I sold it already, but I'll go out and buy a new one to replace it.
Is that so? And how are you going to bring it to me?
I've already come pretty close to your house now, and I'm waiting on your answer. So please, wait in front of your house and I'll swing by to drop it off.
Hey, are you alright? That was quite the accident you got into there.
How the hell would I be okay after that? My freaking leg is broken! This is so bad. I'm not even joking when I say I want to off myself right now.
I'm sure you were trying to get back at me, but you need to calm down and think of the position you've put yourself in again. You don't happen to have a driver's license, right? That's only going to add to the trouble you'll be in with the police.
Jesus! Why is this happening to me?
Well, because you're an angry and reckless witch. You had a horrible time at your wedding last week, didn't you? Your husband, or should I just say groom, sprinted out of the wedding from you and never came back, right? He's gone and thrown you away, I believe. I'm sure he's going to be in police custody in no time here, and you'll be joining him as well.
Why? I was supposed to become super famous celebrity after my debut and never have to come back around you all again.
What made you think you could live life as a celebrity? You have been running around with a group of thieves stealing from people and getting into trouble, weren't you? You're so screwed in the head for thinking you ever had a chance of running away from that past.
Shut up! You have no idea what kind of crap I've had to go through and how I've had to feel because of it.
And I don't really care to sympathize with a criminal like you. Now, from here on out, I hope you get to live one of the toughest chapters of your life. You've had all the fun you could possibly have being that selfish. So I'm sure you don't mind giving it all up now to go live in prison, right?
No! I don't want to go to prison. Hey, I'm still so young. Can't you just help me catch a break here and give me a second chance at all this?
What's going to happen to me if I'm taken to prison?
Well, I'd really love to forgive you a little for all you've done to me. But in this world, you have to be fair and respectful to one another, right? You, of all people, should understand that.
Hey, are you all right?
I'm completely fine. However, Madison seems to have gotten herself really hurt in that accident. I knew she was going to try and get back at me again, so I was looking out for myself.
What the hell happened there?
That witch said that she'd be giving me back the car that she stole from my mom 3 years ago. She had sold it back then, but she said she bought a new one to replace it for me.
What?
She asked me to stand out in front of my house waiting for her, but I knew what she was up to. When she came barreling around the corner aiming to hit me, I stood myself behind a fire hydrant that blended in with my dress. And right at the last minute, when she was only a few meters away, I moved back from that fire hydrant and hid myself behind a brick wall. She slammed into that fire hydrant going around 45 miles per hour and ended up breaking one of her legs, as well as wrecking that car. She doesn't even have a driver's license either, and seemed to have been willing to break the law again in order to get her revenge. But as we can see, she most certainly should not be behind the wheel of anything, and will not have to face punishment for that as well.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're okay at least. But I think we took things way too far yesterday. Because of what happened, it's been all over the news.
Thank you so much for helping me with that. You and I were able to work with the staff of that wedding hall and have them report what they saw to the news as well for us. It was only a matter of time before the story made it to the news.
No kidding. But I still feel bad for everything that's happened to those that did nothing wrong. And I feel even more bad about what we had to do to get all of this started. I'm talking about when we went to the wedding staff the first time and forced them to change plans for us.
Yeah, but we had to do all of that in order to carry out the plan of getting back at her, right?
I know. And we happened to plan a lot of things out in advance to make sure we could get this plan to work. Having me tell her about how cheap that wedding hall was and she'd choose it, it all paid off for us in the end.
Really, though. The fact that everything worked out for us is so lucky, I think. We were able to get that witch put into prison, and at the very least she'll be there for 10 years. And that's what she gets.
We'll finally be able to go back to living in peace again.
Ah, that's right. Oh, there's one last thing I wanted to tell you, Martin. You're not some plain and boring person like your family made you think. You were so kind and caring, and someone that I love calling my husband. After that, due to everything I told the police about Madison, she was taken into custody by them and removed from our lives. She was charged with both breaking and entering and car theft, as well as attempted murder and driving without a license. Because of that, she was in court for a long time. But it wasn't just her that had to sit through a lot of court hearings, but her fiancé that ran from her and the rest of her ring that was caught. I was only trying to land her in jail for her crimes, but thanks to the videos my mom took at her house using the security cameras, the police were able to identify everyone and lock them all up. After all those court cases she had to sit through, she was given 20 years and told there was no bail for any of it. Of course, there was not a single person willing to pay bail for her after all they had learned about. So even if she was allowed to get bailed out, it wasn't going to happen. Right now, Madison is living her life in a prison cell, and she has to learn the hard way that the world does not revolve around her. But instead, that it revolves around the prison warden there. I'm sure a few more years of that and her character of being such a selfish witch will melt away, exposing the little brat that she is underneath. When it comes to myself and Martin, we both moved out of that area and into a smaller home out in the countryside. We both still continue to work for the same company we've always been with, but we do it all remotely now since our bosses were both very understanding of our request. We both are able to live in peace now, knowing that the one thing that was keeping us tethered to the past is now gone, and I can start living my life the way my mother would have wanted. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.